Hey guys, we're back. We're going to be doing our podcast again, and I'm videotaping it for YouTube and Instagram. This week we're going to talk about how to be a great customer. What do I mean by that? That's a very broad statement. I mean, what makes a great customer for us? All we want to do is work for good people. So trust me, when that job's not going well, and we find out that this probably really wasn't the person who we would typically work for, it makes the painters miserable. It puts a strain on the job. It puts a strain on the office, and everybody just wants to get that job done. What makes a bad customer? Let's go over that first. So a bad customer is one that is micromanaging, watching every minute of the job, every hour. They're there, they're picking things apart, this, that. They're on the phone to the office. They're going right around the communication policy. Instead of talking to the lead painter that's on site, they're trying to call the office and have things done that way. They don't interact with the painters on site. We've had some strange customers who just will not talk to the painters on site. They're very passive aggressive. They'll leave nasty messages at night for simple things that the job's not even done yet. Things that can be corrected like that on site. That would be one, micromanaging. Not respecting the painters is another one. We've had people tell us, guys working outside, it's 92 degrees, and, if you guys need a drink, there's a hose out on the side. Go do that. Well, come on, guys. If somebody's working at your house, I'm not saying serve them lunch or anything, but you can give them water. Same thing with the bathroom. I get it. Sometimes you don't want people tromping through your house, but the guys will respect it. And this is not everybody. These are, out of hundreds of clients we've had, there's probably, 2 hands I can count the ones that I'd like to forget. And probably would like to forget us, honestly. Because, again, when a job doesn't go well, there's a whole bunch of reasons in there. Not a good fit. Expectations can never be met. A customer who's not happy, and they'll never be happy no matter what you do. Could have been a bad job. Mistakes do happen. Did they let us fix them? Is another one. So micromanaging, is a big one. Expectations. The expectations are way up here, and were never explained on the estimate. What happens a lot is on the estimate, people will run us through them. They want this, that, this done. We do it the way we always do it, which is a great job, and it's probably here. But the person has these expectations up at the top of the world, with a super duper high expectation with a middle grade budget. So some things cannot be done. That's basically how to be a bad client. The other one happens a lot. The job's going on. You're almost done. Everything's going to be great. Do a touch-up. They said it was great the whole job. You have emails. You have notes. Oh, it was a beautiful job. Here's your bill, Mrs. Customer. And you can't find this person for a week or two. Now the job is, they have touch-ups. They have this was missed. They can't believe this is done, not done. And you sent me the bill. Happens, guys. These are not great customers. So now, how do you become a good customer? The ones we want. We want these great customers. So it starts on the estimate phone call. You called up for an estimate, and we're going to ask a bunch of questions. Probably about 5 or 6 questions. They're generic questions to try to get some more information that we need when we do the estimate for your project. If you can't answer those simple questions, and it's like the pulling teeth for some people, we're probably not a good fit for you. And I don't think it's too much to ask to take 5 minutes to answer some questions about the project that you want us to do for you. It helps. It helps get those expectations out of the way. Here's your expectations. Here, guys, here they are. Here's what we want done. Here's everything we expect. Can you do it? That's the main important thing. Here's the expectations, and can we meet them? If you won't answer the questions about those expectations, which are time frame, budget, I'm going to get into that in a second, What do you want to have done? When do you need it done? Which is time frame? And are you getting other estimates? And have you used a professional painter before? Basic questions. Hopefully you've answered them. We can move on to step 2. Step 2 is the estimate. A very important step is be home for your estimate. Please be home. Well, just last week it happened again. I go do the estimate. Full interior. I mean, entire interior, everything. Ceiling, walls, trim, a very large job, and the homeowner's not home. They left the parents there. And they might see this. I'm just saying. It's an important tip. Parents are left there. Hard to communicate with them. They're very nice people. Hard to communicate with them. Didn't know, if the closets are being done. Didn't know about these other rooms. Are they being done? So now, time's valuable, guys. My time's valuable. Your time's valuable. I went out there. One estimate takes a lot. It takes the time in the office for them to get it set. It takes the scheduling. It takes a confirmation call. It takes a few emails. It takes me or whoever else driving out to the estimate. That's an hour. It takes an hour to actually physically do the estimate on site. You're driving back to the shop. You got to sit down and do it. If you don't do them on site, it probably takes another hour. So now you're 3-4 hours into it. Plus the lead, the capture of the lead, however you paid to get that lead. Was it a referral? Was it from an internet search? Was it for Facebook? Was it from marketing? You've paid somewhere along the line for all these leads. If you're going out to estimates and they're garbage and the people can't be home for them and there's no possible way you're going to win these estimates, you are wasting a ton of money. And we don't want to do that. So you want to make sure that you're home. Make sure you're home for your estimate. Make sure the decision maker is home for the estimate. Another time killer is I do the estimate. It could be whoever. It could be the boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife. It could be the example I just gave you, the parents. As soon as I send the estimate over and that decision maker's not on site, I know right away I'm going to get 10 emails. Where's this? Why is that there? What, you forgot this. You didn't put that in there. Oh, we didn't want that done. Well, you know what? You should have been home for your estimate. You should have been home for your estimate. We're not the type of company just to come out and throw you a price and let's go do it. Let's do the job. Yay, we won the job. Well, no, we never met you. I don't know about you, but when I hire somebody for my house, I want to meet them before they come and do the work. I don't just pick it off a price alone. I do not. I'm going to say it again. I don't pick things off a price alone. And I'm not saying I'm not thrifty at all, and I'm not just throwing money around, but I pick people to be around me that I like. Everywhere. If they work for us, I like them. If they work in the office, I like them. If they work for me, I like them. If I hire them to work on my house, I like them. If I don't like you, you're not around me. So we need to meet you. I would expect that you would want to meet the contractors too. These jobs are not just about price, guys. They're not about just price. Every company that comes out, whether it's a painting company, whether it's power washing, whether it's a carpenter going to do a deck for you, 9 times out of 10, they're all doing the job the same way. 9 times out of 10, they're all going to use the same top quality products. They all say that. They're all going to use great painters and great carpenters, and they're all highly trained, and they're this and that, and they all have insurance. Well, guess what? It's all the other things that they're not mentioning to you. Such as, do they have a training program for their company? Do they have workman's compensation? Being fully insured, everybody can say fully insured, but let's get down to it. Everybody we have are all employees. Fully insured means that they're fully insured with liability insurance, which is cheap. Every company's going to have liability insurance. They should. They will not all have workman's compensation, and I can tell you, I know that for a fact because I've been in paint stores and listened to other painting companies. They didn't even know what workman's compensation was.